Now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Reel Me In, a movie podcast, where you didn't really ask for it, but hey, I'm going to give it to you anyways. It's kind of like when you go into the bathroom and you take a very, very, weird selfie, and you drop your phone in the toilet, and you have to, scoop up your phone out of the toilet, super fast before it gets, any more damage. So I just compared my show to phone in a toilet bowl, so that's nice. So this is a podcast where we talk about anything, everything, anything about movies, and for this week's episode, we're going to talk about January movies, why they suck dick, and I, Frankenstein, as well as some movie news. But with me, I have a guest. I have Christian from Cobster Reviews. Christian, how you doing there, bud?
Good, man. Thank you so much for having me. Glad to be here on a Sunday.
No problem. This is what I do. I wrangle in people on Sunday nights and steal them away from their families.
No, that's cool. I mean, it's a Pro Bowl tonight, and no one really cares about that. So I'm good. I'm doing good. A little tired here and there. Got some homework I had to do.
Okay.
But this is a nice break. This is a really nice break.
Well, that's good. We're going to take you on a very psychologically damaged journey, and I'm going to, we're going to take this into some dark places, but it's okay. We're all friends here.
I'm glad, because if not, I wouldn't have joined. So this better be some pretty dark stuff.
Exactly. That's it's either dark or nothing. Go ahead and tell people what you do on YouTube and just what you do and stuff.
Okay. I do basically what you do aside from the podcasts. I do movie reviews on my channel, which is Cobster Reviews. You can call me Cobster. That's fine. Just don't call me Mr. Cobster, because that's my father. And I also intern for the Schmoes Know. For those of you who know the Schmoes, Mark and Christian, guys are really, really awesome. They brought me aboard a couple months ago, and that's all thanks to JTI, the other intern. And just do everything that there is movies, It's just living the dream.
Living the dream. That's what we like to hear. And you're from LA, right?
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. More so Orange County, but the drive it's all right. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Well, I'm from Dallas, and so there's really nothing here.
Heat.
Yeah.
And, the Alamo, or is that not Dallas?
That is Austin.
Yeah, like I said, Austin.
Yeah, it's in Texas somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
Just wherever. So let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? Let's go ahead and rip January a new asshole.
Let's do it.
So I saw I, Frankenstein the other day, and I don't know if you saw my review or not, but I basically tore it to shreds to a point where it looked like mincemeat.
Okay.
I walked out there going, this was the most bland, flat, uninteresting, limp penis I've ever seen on screen. And and I was not talking about The Wolf of Wall Street. So, I mean, it just sucked so bad. And Christian, you haven't seen any movies in January, right? Because
yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying you haven't seen it because they were just that terrible, right?
Yeah, I mean, last year being my first year on YouTube, I kind of sought out to see as many films as I possibly could, including the horrible January films, and I kind of just didn't want to put myself through that, and there was literally nothing that I was really interested in seeing in January. A little maybe for Jack Ryan, but still not get up and go see it. I Frankenstein, I applaud you for going out and seeing that, but I just do not want to put myself through that at all.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't pay for it, so.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Movie Pass.
It was a free screening.
Get Movie Pass though.
Yeah,
get Movie Pass.
I know. I really need to, because I see way too many movies by myself, and I would like to have one of those.
It helps out, man. It really does. It's a money saver for sure.
Oh yeah. I spend so much money on movies, but it what's really interesting is I don't know what the crowd was. It was a mix. When I saw I, Frankenstein, it was a mix of Mexicans and I guess it was just Mexicans. And I'm just wondering, do you know why I, Frankenstein caters to that crowd? Because when I walked there, I was I'm the only white person, and I feel very, very scared right now.
That's interesting. No, I haven't really thought of. I mean, I'm Mexican myself, and I love Frankenstein. Maybe Mexicans love Frankenstein. Not to be confused, Aaron Eckhart's character plays Frankenstein's monster, not
Correct.
Frankenstein himself, correct?
Correct.
That's a big common misconception that really pisses me off. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just like the idea of Frankenstein. It's weird. Bunch of beans just running around. I can say that beans because I'm Mexican, so it's fine.
Well, this show you can say whatever the hell you want.
We can curse?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, cool. I'm a potty mouth, too. I was trying to, hold back. I wasn't too sure.
Oh, my God. Christian, you can let loose, man. There's 20 people that listen to this, and they're all sick and depraved just like me.
Okay, fucking A. You fucking depressed asshole butt cracks. I don't know.
Whoa! And they just thumbs up everything.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the thing about I, Frankenstein, it just felt like it was thrown together within a weekend and then just pooped out on the screen. And I want to know your theory behind why Hollywood likes to dump on our chest during the month of January.
It's weird. It's almost like it's a fallout. Let's try to think of a comparison. Maybe like the Great Depression. Before. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. It is very weird because you get November, maybe even October, November, December. You have all these really great movies coming out. The Academy Award films, the tour de force films, if you will. And then in January they just dump a bunch of crap on you, and it's like, why do they do that? And I guess my theory is just, oh man, it's like you're getting to the top of the mountain. And once you get to the top, you're so successful. You're like, yes, I did it. I got to the top. But then you got to go back down the mountain, and it's just the bitch doing that. That's the best I can describe it. I don't know as to why Hollywood does that. I don't know. Mountain has nothing to do with it. But I don't know. That's just how I see it. Maybe it's just their way of saying, hey, you had your fun. Now you guys got to go through this depressing time. And it's just fitting because maybe it's like, they know that these shitty movies are going to be coming out, and we might as well just put them all in 1 month. Not to say that there's shitty movies that don't come out throughout the year, but let's just do it all in 1 month and make people miserable. Because it's Hollywood. They like to make us miserable. They really do.
That's true. You think maybe it's because it's in the winter month, and maybe people are already depressed because it's winter, and they're just like, man, I really just don't want to see anything good right now. I just want to see all bad stuff.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's... January is almost like a good and bad thing. It's good in the sense that, we all know that bad movies are coming out in January, so it gives us the time to maybe save money because of all the films we saw during the Oscar season. And it's obviously bad because it's a period in time where box office numbers aren't going to be as high as they normally are. And for us, as the the movie lovers and the film goers, we're not going to really go out and see all these films because they're not really that interesting. There are those sleepers, The Grey came out in January. I think Taken came out in January. But those are very, very occasional, very rare. Occasional? No, they're rare. They're very rare when they actually do come out. So I think that's what it is. They're just going to make us more depressed than usual,
Well, so basically what you're saying is if you put Liam Neeson in a movie, you're good.
Yeah, what was that? What was the one he's coming out with this year? The Nonstop?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that didn't come out in January, to be honest with you.
I know, right?
So yeah, if there's a January film and it stars Liam Neeson, there's some hope, So
there's a glimmer of hope. Well,
right.
he lent his voice out in The Nut Job, and that came out 2 weeks ago, and that was terrible. So,
yeah, you're talking about a film called The Nut Job.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not a porno, so
yeah.
That's something.
That's so gross. A bunch of squirrels busting their nuts. Whoops. All right, so here's my theory on why January movies exist. All right, so you said something about the Oscars and people like to ramp up towards the end of the year and they slam you with good stuff, which they did. I thought 2013 was fantastic.
It was a great year film.
Exactly, and towards the end, it was they just really wanted to give you the creme de la creme, and then. I think it's because after Christmas break and after New Year's, I think people were just depressed going back to work and school. And so Hollywood is depressed going back to work. And so I think they just want to make anything, as fast as possible to make that money. But what's really interesting is most of the movies this month have tanked really bad. I, Frankenstein, terrible opening.
Yeah.
The Legend of Dickules. That was a terrible opening, and I think it's kind of
I forgot that movie came out.
Yeah, exactly. You forgot about it because it was like a fart in the wind. So to everyone that listens out there, like my whole point on this is don't waste your money on January movies. Just wait until about February or March, and you're good to go. There's no reason to see anything in January except go to Redbox or maybe stare at a wall, because there's really nothing you can do in terms of January movies, and that's why, in conclusion, Frankenstein can suck a moose dick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So exactly, it made that sound as soon as the movie started.
Right. It's so true too, because I have friends that watch my channel and stuff, and they would sometimes ask me, "Oh, what should I watch this month?" And anyone that asks me, like, "Oh, are you going to be seeing any movies this month?" and I'll just stay away from the movie theaters during January. If anything, I would think January should be the catch-up month. You got Oscar coming up in February, March, and they'll re-release a couple Oscar films, and that's really the time. For me, when I go to the movie theaters, January, I think literally the only film I saw this month was American Hustle, and that was just playing catch-up. Yeah. And, just stay away from January. Really.
Well, the only good movies that came out this month were Her and Lone Survivor, and I hate you because you get them on opening day, basically.
Well, no, I got lucky with Lone Survivor. JTI sent me a screener for that one. And, Her just so happened to have been... Oh, you know what? I did see Her. Yeah, that's right. I did see Her in theaters. I had to go a ways away from the theater that I usually go to. But, I'm sure you don't get those in Dallas.
Absolutely not. We get everything like a month later. Like, I got to see Lone Survivor like in December because I got a pass to go see it. But if there's a movie that comes out in New York and LA, I'm basically screwed until like a month later. Like, it's insane.
That's why you got to move to Hollywood, kid. You got to come out with the big shots. Come out here and watch some real movies.
Well, I'll break the news here. Everyone that listens, I want to move out to LA pretty soon, and I'm saving up money to do that. So,
do it.
Christian, watch out for my awesome face because I might show up at the end of the year.
Damn, look at that! I didn't even plan that. See, look at that segue. Look how awesome. Aren't I just the best guest?
I know.
I didn't even plan that, and I just forced that out of you.
Hey, and if people respond pretty well, I'll have you come back. What's really funny is most of the time people like the guest more than me because they say I have the voice of many hackling hyenas that are dying. Yeah, so I mean,
no, stop it. I got the voice of a guy who looks Jewish but is not Jewish. So that's what it. Yeah. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been deemed to Judaism.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Well,
it's me.
I do have the black rimmed glasses, but I don't have the Jufro, so I don't have the Seth Rogen look. Actually, I do kind of look like Seth Rogen if him and Ryan Gosling had sex. So, it's very.
Don't toot your horn too much there, okay? Don't be fooling the Ryan Gosling here.
And sometimes.
I've gotten Ben Stiller before, so that's good for you.
Hey, Ben Stiller's got a hot wife, so I mean that's not a bad thing.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'll take that. I'll go to sleep with that tonight.
I will go to sleep with Seth Rogen bending over Ryan Gosling. So let's. There's a couple pieces of movie news that came out. I'm sure you have heard about it, and let's go ahead and just discuss it briefly because I'm sure everyone wants to hear you and I rant about it. Let's start with Quentin Tarantino and the whole script thing.
This is depressing. Well, this is both depressing and good. It's depressing because it's like, really, you can't keep a screen. I don't know what the hell that was. I had a tantrum or a seizure. It's like you can't keep a screenplay quiet. You had to have leaked something out like that. It's really dumb of them, people on the inside, how that works. It saddens me because it's like, oh, it's another Tarantino film. It sounded like a really cool premise. But at the same time, I'm kind of happy because I want to see a different Tarantino film. He's already done the Western. Let's do like a 1940s, 50s noir kind of film. I want to see something like that. Something close to Reservoir Dogs again.
That would be really, really cool. When I first heard about it, I was like, you know what? Who is the fucking asshole that did that? Like, seriously, right. Tarantino's been in secret for like the past 100 years, and he doesn't tell anyone about his shit. Mm-hmm. And so you hear about this, and it's like, who who's the fucking dirty butthole that just like, hey, I'm gonna go spread this around because I'm the coolest cat in the block. So
I think it was he had sent the script to a couple of people he wanted to be in the movie, and I can't remember if it was Bruce Dern's people or someone else. Don't quote me on that, but that's how it got leaked through that.
See, that's what I heard too. I heard that story and I was like, you know what, Bruce Dern, I'll give you a pass, but your agent needs to go sit on a spike. Because I have a friend that really, really likes Tarantino, and she, obsesses over him, which is okay because we all do. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure when she heard this news, like, it's devastating. Like, for every Tarantino fan, it is devastating because it's like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
but at the same time, it is relieving though because Django was great. It was really good, but it was still a Western, and I think he can do something else. I don't think we need to see a back-to-back Western.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was getting at. Like, I totally agree with that. It sucks about his whole script thing, but I mean, he said in the interview he's got like 10 ideas where that came from. So right. I trust the guy. He's gonna make something cool. Like, so
of course, yeah.
The agent that did it, if it was an agent, was an asshole. But I think people just need to calm down. Like, I don't think Quentin's overreacting. I don't think this whole thing's being overreacted. Right. I just think people need to be like, you know what? If it was leaked, whatever. As long as it's copywritten, like, I'm sure it was. So
yeah. Actually, what I heard is that he might be turning it into a book.
Oh, okay.
I think that if it was a novelization of it, I think that would be fantastic. That'd be really cool.
Oh, yeah, dude, that would be really interesting. No, I'm totally fine with him changing ideas because, it's like you said, we already saw Django, so right. You got to move on. All right, so the next story, oh, boy. Oh, fucking boy. All right, Christian, you want to take this one about Batman versus Superman, whole year delay?
Yes. Which news?
Do you have something you've heard?
Well, I mean, we hear about this freaking thing almost every single day. It's like we hear something about Batman and Superman. It's the typical roll your eyes. Well, I actually just posted. Well, I didn't post for the Schmoes. They're breaking stories all the time, and I actually got to write my first article for the Schmoes No website, which you guys should definitely check out. Check that out. And this article was from the original source was from Deadline, saying that the movie is not delayed after all because of scheduling conflicts. Because Ben Affleck, obviously, he's playing Batman. He had scheduling. He was supposed to be directing a pilot for a TV show called The Middleman, I believe, on Fox TV.
Okay.
And they said he may not be able to do that because of the whole Batman thing. And so that's where kind of it's just a rumor right now, like anything is in Hollywood. It's nothing set in stone. Warner Brothers hasn't come out and announced anything, but as of now, the movie is delayed. But it's like, oh, it's not delayed. It is delayed, and I don't know. Just anything about Batman and Superman right now is just a mess, an absolute mess.
No, it is, and at this point, you can just say Marvel is the fucking CEO of the company and DC is the mailroom person. Like, I'm serious. Like, they have so much catching up to do, and they're trying to, just throw it all together really fast, and it's not going to work. And if they want to push it back, that's fine. I hope they make it good. And I've always been on Ben Affleck's side. I don't think he's the problem. I think
not at all.
Yeah, it's not him. Like, I've always been behind. I don't like Gal Gadot, though, but that's another argument for a different day.
Right.
I liked Man of Steel. I really liked it, and I don't care if Goyer writes it. It's just I really hope. I just hope it's solid. That's all I hope for.
Right. I mean, if this whole pushing back thing, I think that is because of Affleck, but in a really good way. I would rather see this sequel pushed back a year and give it some time to breathe a little bit, as opposed to, 2015 is still a ways away. They still have time to start filming during the summer. Or no, maybe not during the summer, but they still have time to film it and then do all the stuff that they have to do. But a little bit more time doesn't hurt either. They already have the Argo writer going in and fixing up the script, which is a very positive thing for me. I hope for everyone else, because he's a great writer. For Argo was fantastic.
Yeah.
And Goyer, people give shit to Goyer. I don't think he's that bad. He's definitely made some stinkers, but a lot of people have made stinkers. Yeah. A lot of people didn't like Man of Steel. There's a lot of hatred towards it. I enjoyed it. And I just don't want them to cram everything. It's like Star Wars Episode 7 right now. They're trying to do all these spin-offs and animated things. It's like, focus on one thing. Focus on Episode 7 and it goes for Batman and Superman as well. Just focus on Batman versus Superman, and if it is a Justice League movie, freaking come out and say it already, because that's pretty much how it seems like it's going to be.
Oh yeah, it's Justice League Origins, and listen, Warner Brothers, whoever intern watches this or hears this podcast, please, for the love of God, just tell them to calm the fuck down. It's like they're hopped up on crack cocaine right now, and Marvel's on weed. Like, they're so mellow, and like they're doing their thing, and DC's playing catch up, and they're acting all speedy and shit. So just calm down. You'll be fine, Warner Brothers. Okay. Me and Copster actually like Man of Steel, so you have people that like it. So just please, for the love of God, just stop.
Marvel's really got their shit together, and it's like everyone's just trying to jump on that bandwagon now. You know, they're trying to have that like a series where one film will come into, like, obviously like Iron Man, Incredible Hulk. Those movies have their solo films, and then they eventually come into one film. DC is just trying to do the same thing, but not in the most successful way. It just seems like a mess. And every news piece that I hear from this movie, it scares me. It really does, because we all want to see Batman and Superman throw it down. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's like Warner Brothers is shoving a huge railroad spike down our throats, and every time they give us a piece of news, they just shove it further and further down in there. So that is our little rant on the movie news. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the box office results, and Cops, go ahead and chime in whenever you want. Cool. Let's see. Okay, number 5, Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit, $8.8 million, with a total gross of 30 on a budget of 60. Goodbye. Number 4 is Frozen. Damn, another $9 million. 3. Let it go. I know, right? Let it go. Okay, we're gonna go and stop that now. I probably just killed a bunch of rabbits with my high pitched squeal. All right, so it's up to 347 on a 150 budget. It's doing fine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the fucking nut job at number 312, 40 gross, 42 budget. So
nasty.
Fucking shit. Lone Survivor's number 2 at with 12, total gross 93 with a budget of 40. It's doing very well.
Very happy about that. Very underrated film.
Oh yeah, if you guys have not seen Her or Lone Survivor,
yes, like
please go see those. Like, for the love of God, like stop giving your money to Ride Along, which is number 1, by the way, at $21 fucking million. It's up to 75 now on a budget of 25. It's already made its money back. I already quit. So
that's gross.
Oh my God, fucking people of the United States of America. Okay, so. In conclusion, I want to thank Copster for joining us. Copster, go ahead and plug anything you want, my friend. The floor is yours.
All right, let's go. First of all, you guys definitely check out my channel, Copster Reviews. Subscribe to it, do movie reviews. I haven't been doing reviews all of January, as you heard from the beginning of this, but I will be doing some more. I can't wait for the Lego movie, Monuments Men. That'll be fun. Also, be sure to check out the Schmoes Know on their YouTube channel if you have been already, and as well as their website. Breaking stories, doing all those fun things. I get to write for it now. Really excited for that, so be sure to check those out. And one more little thing, I came out with a short film a couple months ago. If you guys want to check out my channel, I did a short film on there. It's called Paranoia. Really proud of it. A lot of people seem to like it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. All that. Chase, thank you for having me.
No problem, Copster. And you guys need to check out his channel because it's really good. And he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Thank you.
That's the cool thing about people on YouTube when they do movie reviews. If you know what you're talking about, I'll dig you, and I definitely dig you. And you guys need to check out Schmoes Know as well, because he works for them, and they're some titans on YouTube.
Yes, they are.
So, any last remarks about the news stories today, Copster? Anything you want to add?
Oh man, fucking DC, get your stuff together. That's all I gotta say.
And those are your final words from Copster. And if you guys like Copster, go ahead and tell me, and I'll see if he wants to come back on and see if I can chain him and steal him away from his family.
Yes, anytime. Anytime to be stolen away from my family, go ahead and steal me.
If you guys can't see his face, he's actually crying right now because I'm torturing him.
Someone coming now.
Copster, calm the fuck down.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, if you guys want to follow me on YouTube, it's youtube.com/Shabutnik75, capital S, lowercase HABOOTNIK. The 75 is the number. If you guys want to follow me here on Spreaker, do it. Facebook, Real Reviews with Chase Lee, and Twitter @Real Chase Lee if you want to see some creepy photos. Not really, I just lied to you. All right, so I want to thank you guys for listening. And that's another thing. I have surgery tomorrow, guys, so I will be in the hospital all week. However, there will be a show on Sunday or Monday. I'm thinking about doing it Monday because of Super Bowl. Do you think that would be a pretty good idea to do it on Monday instead?
Well, unless they move the Super Bowl to Friday, which is the word on the street.
The word on the street. So, it just all depends, guys. I'll put it on my page, and I'll let you guys know. But like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you cats later.
See ya.
And I'm going to go ahead and play the intro or the outro song because it's definitely not the intro.